Alrighty, welcome back to this Fitness. We're here today, got some back in. Usually I would throw the shoulders in today, but I did a lot of shoulders at work. I had those grates and I was lifting like that. Did a lot of sets, so that's pretty much me. Pretty solid shoulder workout. Now I'm in the back. As usual, trying to stretch out. Stretching out the arms and shoulders. You need to do from time to time. They exercise the muscle. So, as I always say, just get in the gym and lift. I did put a video out on what to expect if you start a channel, and I'll upload that today. And then later on, I'll kind of put another video out, my request, on how I got all this. Lifting and fun stuff. And that will probably be tomorrow. Unless I have time to do it before I go into work. So there'll probably be some more longer videos put out today than you usually see. So in the gym, always trying to keep everything sanitized, so I wipe down. The first thing I wipe down are my hands. That boy said something that was kind of factually wrong, so I corrected him. He thought about my hands and basics for the Navy. And when they go and wash their hands, he got sick off it. I said, well, then that no one included you. Because if you washed your hands, you wouldn't have got sick. Because here's the whole theme of wash your hands is, or wiping down with wipes, is yes, I'm killing the bacteria off the bars, but I'm also killing them off my hands. How do you get sick? Well, you get sick when you touch something, and you mouth your fingers or eyes. That's how it gets in there. It doesn't come through your skin. So every time I go to a new machine, not only do I wipe the machine off, I also wipe my hands off, and also my hair. And that kind of helps keep me from, if I do sit there, put your hand to your mouth, put your hand to your nose, because that's how it gets into you. So keep your hand out of your mouth and nose, and you don't get sick. The whole idea is that I will wipe down machines with the things. I'll wipe down my hands, I'll wipe off my beard. And I'll do that before and after every time. And that's going to help keep things sanitized. Also, this gym is very clean. They do a major sanitization multiple times a week, so that definitely helps. And they keep it clean too, which you just you can appreciate that. So I'll kick the weight up a little bit. I move it, hopefully with a little better look. You need to turn your head around so I'm in there. There we go. Like I said, I use this as a little back stretch before I go to regular lifting. And then done. I usually overdo it. So 10, 12. So we got a pretty solid lift in yesterday. And it worked. I just can't record those. Shoulders out. I'll give it back in. Now we can get up a little bit more. And that's the way we do that. All right, third set, each set. I kick up the weight a little bit. Make some adjustments. That's good work. So let's click it over to this side and get it from a different angle. So here I got two handles. First of all, I want to get this out here. So I can here and here. And each one's going to hit the muscles in a different direction. That's all good stuff. So that's what we're trying to do, is work all these muscles. All right, so next set, pick up the weight, adjust it. You're doing all these exercises, but what does that really do for you? Well, if you're trying to move something this way, those are the muscles you're using. If you're trying to bring something toward you, those are the muscles you're using. So and you want to have some sort of balance. When you're pushing, you want to be able to pull. So you want to be able to pull what you press. As you do things. And if you can't, well, then you work out what you're good at. I obviously concentrate on bench because I'm not only good at it, I'm great at it, and I want to be the best. So I try to put more time into it as much as I can so I can become better. Had a major sneeze coming, so I paused it. So I'm really concentrating on this bench. I don't want anything interfering with me. I think I got injured one time because I was both benching heavy and deadlifting heavy. And it was one area here, it was just getting pulled a lot. And I didn't pay attention to it. So this year my goal is to qualify for the Arnold skin, to beat what I have done at the weight class, and then by Arnold's of next year, if I can keep everything going and adjust to a new schedule, and you know, I want the #1 spot all time. That's what I want. That's what I'm going after. So probably won't be doing much disc throwing this year. Regular different things. It's going to be, you know, bench, accessories, full body workouts, and that's what I'm going to concentrate on. And like I said, there's 2 meets in July. They're only a week apart. And rarely do you do them a week apart, but I would like to. The one qualifies for a world. I got to see where those worlds are being held. And the other one qualifies me for Arnold. So definitely doing that one. Then I'm just trying to sneak if I have the time and money to do it. Because the one won't require me, hopefully, having to get a motel room. The other one will, but that's just one night. And I think that's doable. And basically, I would get off work at 6 in the morning, pick up the wife. Obviously, it's about a 4-hour trip, so I'd probably, you know, try to get some deliveries done, and, you know, maybe a little nap. Then get out there for the weigh-in, check in, compete, come home, and that's the only thing is you know, then right back to work. But such is life. I'm gonna find a way around it and still have fun. So let's do the next segment. Try these sets of 4 now with each one, where I was only doing 3s, and then probably in a couple of weeks I'll be doing sets of 5. All right, 4 sets. Here we go. Now to go over and do one of my stretching exercises. So this one's like the rear delts. Really good stretching exercise. I just throw them over and back. Try to get a little stretch going. Good stuff. Now we go to the next setting. Alrighty. Feels good. That's a good workout. Now I did take a nap before I came here. So I got up a little bit earlier. I've been trying to actually sleep a little later. You know, I'm trying to wait until 9 o'clock before I get out of bed, but I was out before 7:30. The reason I'm doing that is because next week my schedule changes. So I want to be to the point where I'm not thinking I'm going to bed at, midnight, 2 in the morning, where I need to be wide awake working. So the first week's going to be interesting, to say the least. There he is. It's Andrew Tate. Stranger has come back. All the way from Romania. So one of the guys I usually utilize for spotting. It's fun to come back in. And if I wanted to, I could have been warmed up for a heavy bench, but tomorrow will be my second bench day. Let's decide how I'm going to do it. Am I going to go to Shorewood, try to get it done, or am I going to be able to rely on somebody being here to spot me? Hard to say. I'll shoot some text out. In the morning, I'll talk to Kevin here and see if he thinks he's going to be in tomorrow. Try to get everybody's schedule. And if that won't work out, then maybe I'll just run the Shorewood. I will always have spotters. And I usually have a little bit better of a workout too. Tomorrow might be a short day because it should be a pretty relaxed day at work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in my vacation days and see how well that shoots out, and at least get them approved and get them in the system. I'll put those in today, and then try to figure out where I'll be working out tomorrow. I'd like to get another heavy bench day in today, not today, but Friday. And then Saturday, I can just sneak in for playing around with something and try to stay up late Saturday night. And then Sunday night I'll be at work. What happened? So that shall be interesting. Actually, I'd be better off just, I don't know, going to bed so I get home Saturday and wake up in the wee hours in the morning, and then maybe I can do some midnight lifting. Come out with one of the work lights I have and do some lifting outdoors. For something completely different. We'll see. All right. One more set this time. And I think I'm gonna play around with some curls just to pump some blood. All right, so I'm gonna do some different sort of sets. I'm gonna do some reverse curls with lighter weight. Now here, I'm gonna really be working in here, up here. So it's different. It takes a lot of bicep away. It's still there, but now it's gonna be more wrist. And this is probably one of the few times that maybe wrist wraps, some sort of locking device would help. I am grabbing it like this. So it's a lot of grip is also required, where if I put wraps in there, then I could isolate it to there. Still not going to do it, but that would be a good idea. It'd be one of those times when you can say, okay, I can see where doing that would make sense. There we go. I do like to throw these in every now and then, just to catch it a different way. just give me a good pump. Come back the other way. Maybe. No, maybe it's time to go. So it's been a good workout. I know I did biceps yesterday, but you can always sit there and do light sets, pump some, blood nutrition in there to help them heal up. So I got a video up there about a few pointers if you're going to do a channel and what to look out for. And I put 6 tomato plants in my garden today. Got that one already uploaded. And of course, my usual walk to the garden. That one got done. And then I may give you a little history of my lifting throughout the last 50 years. If I have time to do it. If not, then we'll do it tomorrow. So remember, rest, nutrition, proper exercise, hydration, have fun, get in the sun, and just get in the gym and lift.